Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am finally going to be doing my Too Faced Peaches and Cream collection review. It's been a little bit and I've gotten to test the products really well and let you guys know what products I would recommend buying and maybe not so much buying. Yeah, I was really excited for this collection. I loved the Sweet Peach line, so I knew I wanted to try out like almost everything in the Peaches and Cream collection line, and I picked up almost all the collection. I did buy it with my own money because I was just super excited about it. So I have a lot of products to talk about, so let's just go ahead and get started. The first product I have to talk about is their primer. This is called the Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer, and all of these products are infused with peach and sweet fig cream. So pretty much every product does have a really nice like peachy and vanilla almost scent to it. It's really good. This primer does retail for $30 and you get 1.35 ounces. I have been using it a lot lately just because I love how like lightweight it is on the skin and it's not super moisturizing. I really can't do a lot of moisturizing primers because I just get super oily throughout the day with those. So I do really like this, and I've been using it with a bunch of my other foundations and I do think it's pretty good. I don't think it's like the best thing ever, like you have to go run out and buy it, but it's just pretty good. Like, I do use it a lot, but sometimes for me, primers, I don't always think that they do anything sometimes. I know that's kind of weird to say, but like, I just don't feel like they make that big of a difference with your makeup. I try to always moisturize, and I just feel like I have too much going on when I'm like moisturizing, priming, and then it just gets to be too much. So I'm not like the biggest fan of primers in general, so it's not like a must-have for me, but I mean, I do like it. I like how it feels on the skin. So it is one of my go-tos if I am going to use a primer. So I do like it for that. Alright, next up I have the Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. This is oil-free, 14-hour wear, oil controlling, and also photo-friendly. And this also does have a slight peach scent to it, which is nice. It doesn't really linger on the face, so if you are not a big fan of scents, I think this one will be okay for you because it doesn't really last on the face. So in here you do get 1.6 ounces, which typical foundations you get like an ounce or so. So you do get a decent amount of product in here. And this one is $36, which is a pretty average price for a high-end foundation. I did want to mention that there's only 12 shades in this line, so that's really, really slim compared to other brands that have like 40 shades. They cater to a lot of people, and this one, just 12 shades, isn't going to cut it for everyone. Luckily, I do have a pretty good match. I'm in the shade Snow, which I believe is the lightest shade, and it matches me pretty well. I don't know if they're going to expand the line, or maybe they're just like trying it out with these 12 shades. To be able to fit like multiple different skin tones, I feel like you have to have at least 20 shades, and 12 is just really limited for who can all use this foundation, which is really unfortunate because this is an amazing foundation. I've been using it like almost every day. I have typically a little, like I was saying earlier, I have a little bit more oily skin. It's not like super oily, but it's definitely more oily than dry. And this stuff just is amazing. I'm just amazed with this foundation that I don't have to touch up my face with a blotting powder or like a shine control powder throughout the day, which is something I constantly have to carry in my purse. Like with this, I don't even have to worry about it. I don't even have to touch up, and it still looks amazing. It's very long wearing on me, and it's definitely a medium coverage. I do typically like a more full coverage, but if I just use this with a little bit of spot concealing, then it does a really good job. So this is honestly one of my favorites from the entire collection. I'm just super impressed with it. It's definitely my favorite foundation of the moment, and I definitely recommend it if you guys have the normal to oily skin. I have seen a couple reviews of people who have dry skin that said that they liked it too because it wasn't super cakey and it had a little bit of a little tiny glow to it. So a lot of people with dry skin said that they liked it too. So I think that this actually would work well for all skin types, but especially you guys, if you have oily skin, you have to try this out, honestly. It is so good, and it's not heavy. Like, I love, my second favorite is like my Estee Lauder Double Wear, and that stuff can just feel very heavy and almost makes my skin feel dry. And this stuff is just fantastic. I love it so much. I really recommend, if you can find a shade that will match you, definitely try it. I think it's amazing stuff. All right, next I want to talk about the Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder, also infused with peach and sweet fig cream. I think this packaging is just so cute. And then this comes up, and then you have this little powder thing so that you don't make a mess with your powder, which is really nice. And this stuff really does smell like peaches, and the scent does linger a little bit. And honestly, I've gotten it in my mouth, and it tastes like peaches too. Like, you know, if you just got too much powder, it kind of just like sits in the air, and then, yeah, I got it in my mouth, and it literally tasted like peaches, and I thought that was the weirdest thing ever, but kind of cool at the same time. This has been a go-to of mine as well. I absolutely love it with any foundation. It does give a nice matte finish, but still lets your glow peek through. It really helps all my foundations last a long time throughout the day, and it also helps keep me more matte throughout the day as well. This one retails for $32, and it is a Feather Light Universal Peach Tint Setting Powder that brightens your skin and smells like a dream. It sets your foundation and creates a silky smooth canvas for bronzers, blushes, and highlighters while helping to absorb oil and reduce shine throughout the day. So I definitely agree with those points. I guess I didn't realize that it does have a little bit of a peach tint to it, but for me, I don't really notice anything with brightening or that it leaves a tint on my skin. It seems pretty translucent in my opinion, so I think all skin tones can use this, but if you're using it for brightening, I probably wouldn't buy it. But if you guys just want like a nice loose setting powder that will also help mattify your skin a little bit, this is fantastic. So this is definitely a win for me and definitely a must-have from the collection. Next product I want to talk about is the Peach Mist Mattifying Setting Spray. This is going to lock down your makeup with a comfort matte finish that helps control oil for a comfortable, weightless feel that lasts all day. And in this one you do get 4 ounces, so you get quite a bit of product in there. I do really like mist products. I just kind of like how they kind of set your makeup and help take away that really mattified look. A lot of the other setting mists kind of make me look too dewy, and I like that this one's more of a mattified finish, so it definitely is one of my go-tos when I'm using a setting spray. The only problem is, I don't know if it's just me, but mine gets stuck right here, so I constantly have to lift it up and spray it, which I could just like exchange it for another one, but I just deal with it. It's fine. Let me know if you guys have that issue as well, if you guys picked it up. And I do notice too, sometimes if you don't shake it up, you get like little white dots all over your face, which is really annoying when it gets in your eyeshadow, because then you have to like fix everything again. And this one, I don't know if I mentioned, it's $30, but I do enjoy this one a lot. And I also like their hangover spray, but I do like that this one is more of a mattified spray. Alright, next product I'm going to talk about is their Sweetie Pie Radiant Matte Bronzer. And originally I did try this out as a bronzer, and I just wasn't loving the whole look that I was getting. It was just okay, but it just had this really weird, almost reddish tint to it, which I didn't really like for a bronzer. And so then I was watching, I think it's Wanna Makeup, and she was saying that she uses it as a blush. So then I started trying it as a blush, and I love that so much better. So it really works well as a blush since it has like that coral in it, but also has this really pretty pink taupe. So like once I swatch it, you can see like, yeah, that totally looks like a blush shade. So it's kind of a fail as a bronzer, but if you guys have this product and it's just not working for you, then try using it as a blush. It's a really, really pretty color, and it's one of my go-tos. I think it is just super neutral, and one of my favorite things to do, which I did it today, is use it, I just won't wear any bronzer at all, and I'll just apply this on my cheeks with some highlight, and I feel like it's 2-in-1. So I really like how that looks. It gives me a little bit of depth because it's a darker color, but it has those pretty pinks and corals in it that make it more of a blush than a bronzer. And I just love that little like pie crisscross design that it has. It's a gorgeous product, and yeah, it's one of my go-tos for blush now. So love this. If you guys want to check it out, it's $30, which is a little bit pricey if you are going to use it as a blush, but it's really a gorgeous color, so I definitely recommend it. Okay, next product I have is their Peach Blur Translucent Smoothing Finishing Powder, and this one just sounded so amazing to me. I had to get it. This one is also $30, and it is the most magical all-over finishing powder ever created, it says. It says, achieve the illusion of perfect skin with advanced optical correcting spheres that help smooth harsh lines and blur imperfections in translucent peach shade that works on all skin tones. So, I don't know. I tried this out and it just, I feel like it didn't really do much for me. I just don't notice a difference in it. It has a really pretty like embossed peach on there, but it's like a shimmery peachy powder, but it's not very pigmented. I don't even notice a difference on my hand. Nothing looks that great. So I put it up here. It has like a slight sheen to it, but I don't really notice a huge difference with this product. This is my definite least favorite product of the collection, and I definitely wouldn't recommend getting it. If you guys have it, let me know how you guys use it, what works best for you if you guys use it. I tried using it all over the face, and I just wasn't a fan. I like to see a difference in my skin. It didn't really even add any glow at all to my skin, so this one is a definite skip on that. Alright, next product I have is their Peach Kiss lipstick. This is a moisture matte longwear lipstick that's infused with the peach and swig cream, and I believe these are $18. I really like the packaging on these. I think it's really gorgeous. I know that there's a whole thing going on with Tatcha, that they have like the same packaging, and that Too Faced copied Tatcha, and I think they have a lawsuit. I don't even know, but there's a whole deal with that. Disregarding the fact I do like this packaging, I just got one color. I picked up Sunday Funday. I don't know, I wasn't really drawn to a lot of the lipstick colors that they picked out, but I really do like this lipstick. So it even has like really pretty peaches embossed on the lipstick. As you guys can see, I definitely have been using the crap out of it. It's like a go-to in my makeup bag. I have it on right now. It's a beautiful color. It's this, I have it over top of another pink color, so it looks a little bit brighter, but it's a really nice like a deeper nude for fall, which I love. These are definitely a matte lipstick. They're super matte, but they're comfortable, which is good. I'm going to swatch this on my hand so you guys can see a better, like the true color. It's really pretty. But yeah, this is really the only color that I was drawn to in the collection, so I would definitely recommend getting Sunday Funday if you guys are looking for a new nude lipstick. It's really nice, and it definitely lasts on my lips all day, which is important to me because sometimes I have to go like an 8-hour shift without being able to touch up my lipstick, and this one does stay on pretty good. And I like the smell of it. I like the color. It's just a win for me. Like I said, I haven't picked up any of the other colors, so you guys will have to let me know if you guys have tried any other colors, what you guys would recommend. But Sunday Funday was definitely a win for me. I really enjoy this lipstick. And then last but not least, I do have the eye palette to show you guys. This is the Just Peachy Mattes eyeshadow palette. This one has 12 eyeshadows in it, and it's, I think, $45. I have to say the presentation of this palette is gorgeous. It has this really fun logo, and then I love this little clasp right here that you open it, and mine is super dirty because it is well loved. So here is the 12 colors, and they are all matte shades. As you can see, this was actually the one thing in the collection that I didn't plan on purchasing, but after I swatched it in store, I was pleasantly impressed. Lately, the eyeshadows from Too Faced have just been a miss for me. I haven't really liked their formula. I feel like they were getting away from the really good like chocolate bar formulas and like the peach formula, and so I wasn't really gung-ho about getting this palette. I was like, I already have the Sweet Peach palette, so do I really need this one? But honestly, I used this a ton. I'm super happy I got it. I swatched it in store and was really impressed with these swatches. So yeah, I definitely had to go ahead and get it. And I'm not usually a matte person. Like, I love a pop of shimmer on the lid, but I'm surprised that I've gotten so many looks out of this palette that I've really loved. And I do have it on today. These mattes are beautiful. This formula is great. It's like the Too Faced that I fell in love with. I love their formula of eyeshadows, and I'm glad that they finally got it right again. So yeah, these colors are beautiful. Really pretty peaches. I love peach tea. I use that all the time in my crease. I use Just Peachy a lot on my lid. I have on peach butter on my lid today just for a little bit of brightness. And then peach tart is a beautiful matte brown that is not patchy at all. It's like the perfect darker brown for the outer corner. And yeah, I've just gotten so many awesome looks with this palette. So this one is definitely a hit for me. So I've been using this a ton, surprisingly, and I would definitely recommend picking it up if you guys are looking for something more super warm matte palette. You guys will really like. Alright guys, so that is all of the products. I have to say, if I was going to pick 3 products from the collection that I think you guys should get. So number 1 would of course be the foundation. I just absolutely love the Comfort Matte foundation from them. It is amazing. I also really recommend picking up their Peach Perfect translucent setting powder. I think that one was a big win. So clearly they did such a good job with the complexion products in this collection. They're amazing, and my go-tos right now, just my favorites. I just have like pretty much all these products are like my new favorites. I use like every day. They're in my everyday drawer. So definitely the Peach Perfect powder. And then lastly, I have to say the Just Peachy Mattes palette really impressed me as well. I love a good warm shadow that blends flawlessly, and this one just did it for me. So this was my 3rd favorite of the collection and definitely gets a thumbs up from me. As far as the worst things I've tried, I know I didn't pick up any of the cream products. I just didn't have high hopes for those. I'm not a fan of cream products in general, so there was like a cream blush, cream highlight, and a bronzer that I totally skipped. So I mean, I just didn't think that they would be that great. And then the Peach Blur powder was a fail for me as well. I'll probably be returning this one. It wasn't good. It just didn't do much for me. I'm just so impressed with this peach collection, which I really didn't expect that much from it because it was just such a fast collection and they just released all these products at once. I did not have high hopes at all, but I'm so happy that pretty much every product worked out for me, and I'm so happy they did something for oily skin because I feel like everyone's all about the glow, and I feel like sometimes us oily girls get looked over, and it's so hard when everyone wants dewy, glowy foundation and like we can't wear it without having to touch up 5 times a day. So I'm super happy that they did that. And yeah, that's gonna be it for my review today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys got anything from the Peaches and Cream collection or if you guys plan to. I will leave all the links down below to where you guys can purchase these products. And that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye guys.